Welcome back to Rule the Waves 2, to a series which I am going to title German Sluggers, because that's the intention. We're going to try to keep the battleship alive, on life support if needed, for as long as possible. Not that we're going to ignore the carrier technology as the biggest change between Rule the Waves 1 and 2. So welcome back. One of the things I haven't done yet is set an intel effort. I'm going to set low across the board, picking up right where we left off last time. So I'm just going to go ahead and start generating turns to get us moving forward. A lot of ships being laid down all across the world. Okay, new research in fleet tactics. More ships being laid down. Sudden turn for the worse. That is sudden. Not looking forward to the sneak attack, but we only have one ship each of these areas, which, thinking of it, we should be looking at what our base capacities look like. And I'm thinking we need to expand a bunch of these bases. Oh, improve base. Have the money. Ooh, sneeze there for a moment. And East Africa. In particular, interested in Japanese home islands. Northeast Asia will be very important. So we need that one for sure. One, the Northern Marianas, or Carolines. Carolines for sure. And Marshalls will be the Central Pacific, and the Bismarck Archipelago will be the South Pacific. Well, I guess all of those bases expanding now. I'm not going to move anybody out of the territory yet. Nothing too exciting yet. Ah, should expand the dock size. I don't recall, but I think there's been a reduction in the amount of automatic dock sizes. Either you have to do it completely manually, or the event's just a lot rarer for it to be, for civilian efforts to expand the docks on their own. Oh, thank you. Quality of life improvement, #1, that makes such a huge difference in the game. Rather than seeing 500 messages of things being commissioned into the Navy, you get one message that summarizes it all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 15 more. Fleet savings, better armor quality, accuracy, rate of fire. That's a good set. A few more building out. I don't want to get started on another one. What would this look like? No, there has to be a civilian effort. We already have an extra 1,000 tons. But what does it look like already? We're not really seeing that much improvement yet. We could lay down a couple more pre-dreads. How many spare armored cruisers do we have? 4? We don't build anything just to keep the shipyards busy. I want more armored cruisers. 4 more destroyers. Reduce time limits procedure. Definitely something going on. Heavy secondary battery, excellent. Better torpedoes. Excellent. More destroyers. Get a look at what the Americans are building. For 12-inch, 12-7-inch, 12-3-inch, heavy belt armor. Yeah, it's pretty typical. Ah, one of my favorite events. Just to be able to get the long-term prosperity boost. You get prestige with this one, and you get more of a boost to your budget. But building railroads for that long-term prosperity really helps the budget out more in the long term. The social programs, that helps with unrest. There may be some further under the hood element to the third option. I don't recall what it is at the time though. AP penetrator. Getting a little bit more intelligence. Looks like we're queuing up to fight either Japan or the US. See, this is an armored cruiser I don't mind fighting. Heavier than ours too. Has more armor, but I do not feel threatened by that armament. Double bottom. That'll be useful. So the UK can build heavier destroyers already. Could go that route. I'm not gonna sacrifice the prestige though. Weight savings. Well, looks like the fishing boat incident didn't cause too much trouble. New docks completed. Oh, maximum publicity. I would not mind going to war early with Japan. Rate of fire. Working on submarines. G damage, or really all shells doing a little bit more damage with that lyddite charge event, or tech. Private shipbuilding, so they've reduced it to 500 tons. A little bit weaker than it used to be. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. And one of our pre-dreads got the award. That should reflect in... Oh wow, several of them are elite. See, where was it? Okay, I guess it can't review what that message was to find out which one it was. I think it was the Wittelsbach. But she doesn't have elite crew quality. I'm a bit concerned about these floating point operations having issues. Certain that the game will run normally. And I don't recall that Tortuga Power was running into that issue. I didn't see any errors, but I haven't seen all of the footage that he has. Improved 5-inch, that'll help our secondaries. I'd prefer 5-inch over a 4 or a 6. Medium wing turrets, so up to 10-inch. Now we're starting to be able to build a more threatening ship to follow up our pre-dreads. Accuracy improvement. Oh, absolutely. We're itching for a war. And it gets us another prestige. Not that prestige really counts for anything, but it kind of leads to a score indicator. If you're willing to be more aggressive, you're willing to fight more wars, which is hard, you get more prestige. And so it's kind of a, I see it less as prestige and more as a score for the end of the game. They are, not that we have anything in reserve, but possibility of increasing tensions, improvement of armor, 3 central line turrets. Oh, baffled. Rats. That would have been nice to get that this early. I would immediately lay down another new class of pre-dreads. I don't mind pissing off the US. Better AP. Starting to queue up quite a bit of extra cash. I think we will tell them to pack sand. I don't really want an armament treaty right now. I suppose I would benefit from it. I only have heavy cruisers, but it's a little bit late to change mine now. More weight savings. New docks. Speaking of, these should be done. We can go through and improve our bases again, which each time doubles the base capacity. Fortifications build. Okay. Which that's the all-important one. Don't need that one. There's our Southeast Asia, our South Pacific, and our Central Pacific. There are our extra armored cruisers coming in. I don't want to wait. US is now using 13-inch guns. Damage control. Okay, it is now 1903. Under the opinion that can't wait for tech forever. We need to fish or cut bait. Significant improvement on just seeing what our previous design would have made out. But can we make a battlecruiser yet? I think that's still ship design of a level 2, which we have. Not build ship. Battlecruiser. Auto design. Auto design. Auto design. There we go. I don't mind making her max sized. Stuck with the 11-inch. However, do we have and put 9-inch secondaries? I think I will. I don't think I can do duels. Oh, I can do duel without penalty. Do 12, but not 14. It is a very heavily armed ship for 1903. Make good use of our new 5-inch. I don't think we need quite that many torpedo mounts on a ship that's hardly ever going to use them. In fact, it's a vulnerability. I'm just going to get rid of them. They're useful. They're not that useful. Can I armor 4? And call it 6. Keep the splinter guard. See if we can't increase that. And for 11-inch, we're looking at almost 7 inches of penetration. So we'll do 6, 8, and 10. What's the vertical or horizontal protection look like? Might be able to get away with 7. Kind of low on ammo though. I want to do more turret top. If we're gonna have this heavy a secondary, I want them as well protected as the turrets, especially since they're on their own. Yeah, and that'll take up a lot of weight. We're going to reduce this back. I really want to go too much less than that. I really don't want to use speed priority. And reduce the secondary armament, especially with how heavy they are. Yeah, that's a ridiculous amount of weight. It's still a battlecruiser. Yes. Slightly overweight. Well, that doesn't save much. 25 would be really useful at this point, though. But I'm feeling the 12 9-inch. Get 6 per side. Where can we get that extra? Oh, there we go. Keep a little bit of a reserve for improved fire control in the future. I think we have ourselves a nice initial battlecruiser. Everything's okay. And start development. Give that 4 months, and then we'll start bringing those out. Increase in damage. Workups. It looks like we'll be fighting the Italians. This feels a lot more flexible. Yeah, I was waiting for that to happen. I let it get too high. Rate of fire, even better 5-inch guns. Almost done with our design study. Early coastal subs. Rework the design, please. Better quality 5-inch guns. One month. Go to the build screen. How many can we? Wow, I feel like we have so much more money than Rule the Waves 1. It's funny because they dropped 3 zeros. Brings us a slight decrease. Let's build 6. Like, this fleet feels huge. No, I'll fight Italy. Central firing. Well, looks like we have to rebuild some ships now. Better torpedoes. Rebuilding ships right when we're in the middle of about to be at war. Get that central firing, which we have the room for. Takes 4 months. Maybe I should stagger it, but not going to. And then we have stagger it between the, well, we've got cruisers all over the place. Open design for rebuild. Got our central firing. Save. Rebuild those 8 ships. The rest of them I'll wait on. Condemn it without a doubt. Getting them pretty high up there. Spy discovered. Be noisy. Better quality 8-inch guns. Might move our secondaries to that for whatever the next class is. Demand the guilty that are brought to justice. That might put us at war with Italy. Yep. Cruiser action. I think we've built our cruisers to be good enough. Okay, that's gonna get enough. Are the... Oh, okay, that's much better. If you all want to hear that kind of background noise constantly, let me know. I'll turn it back on. I can deal with it. The course indicator, map scale, ship side, compass. Pretty much everything that I was used to from Rule the Waves 1. Alright, we should be running into them any moment. Known ships sighted. Get to max speed. Cruiser action. They shouldn't immediately run away because this is not an interception. No commerce raiders yet. One of their armored cruisers. And support Varese class. 4 8-inch guns, 12.6, 5.5-inch belt. 21 knots, 9,200 tons. They might be able to put up a bit of a fight, especially since they have support, especially if that's a battleship. It isn't, it's a support. Oof. They're 10-inch. Not too threatening, but I do not want to engage both of these at the same time. They're going to force it. Hit to the extended belt. We return the favor. Winds out of the west, which is disadvantage to them. Turn away slightly. Yeah, we're taking too much and we want to angle the armor some. Might have just saved us. Alright, we're out of range of the Varese. Now it's just the Lombardia. I feel less threatened by. Okay. Not too bad so far. 4-inchers aren't going to do much unless they light her on fire. Disabled one of our turrets. A little structural damage from hits to the superstructure. What are we looking for hit chance? 2.5. These early fire control is just awful. Engine room hit, bounced. Got a hit on her. I have a feeling this is going to be an indecisive battle that's going to last a while. Got a 9-inch hit on her. Six-inch. Got hit in the engine room on the deck. One of the medium guns. Should be the secondaries, the 6-inch. I think. 10-inch might actually be the heavy guns. Which, this is the one with 2 10-inch? Yes. So yeah, 6-inch is a medium gun. Changing fire, not really accomplishing much yet. Secondary battery. A little bit risky. Closing in like this. We are getting more hits in though. Sitting at several thousand yards. Try to close in a little further. Staying out of range of the Varese. Or Varese. Secondary battery hit again. How are we looking? Okay, there we go. 9-inch hit while she's flush against her speed. Fore and aft hull hit. It's unfortunate. Yeah, some flotation damage. She's trying to turn away. Turn with her. Varese not likely to hit us at this range. Two 9-inch hits. Gotta be reporting medium damage, but we'll see. Just keep pursuing her. Looks like she's trying to change places with the Varese. Maybe. Now she's turning away. Trying to get the wind gauge, maybe? Belt extended. Sufficient for some reason. Isn't it just 2 inches? I have to open the design. Not worth it right now. 9-inch hit. Doesn't seem to be going too slow. Just maneuvered, which is why she was slow there for a little bit. Another 9-inch hit. Oh, fire started aboard our ship. We'll keep pursuing her. Just trying to keep the angle. Maintain range. Trying to close in a little bit closer. Make these hits count. But she seems to have trouble penetrating. 2 more 9-inch hits across those 2 rounds. Another 9-inch hit. Feel like she's starting to slow down. 9-inch. Yeah, we're getting lots of hits in now. She has slowed down. Turn away just in case that was a torpedo turn away. Get the angle. Close into knife fighting range. Another 9-inch. Another 9. She's taking hits. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's turn away. Come back around and continue pursuing her. That'll slow us down a lot, but yeah, she's lost a lot of speed. Gotta watch that destroyer, which the secondaries are now engaging. Says medium damage. Bounce off our belt extended, 9-inch. Into the Lombardia. I think we have this. Whether we'll be able to continue against the Varese. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I apologize if I'm not. Critical hit, saltwater. Oh, that's an unfortunate. We're gonna start taking significantly more fire now that our evasive action is a lot less effective. I'm not feeling so confident about this anymore. Couple more hits, ineffectual against us. Still pouring more fire into the Lombardia. It looks like we can keep up with her at 10 knots. And it looks like we cleared the saltwater. Back up to 21 knots. Yep, you can see us starting to pull in. Another 9-inch shell into the Lombardia. Close in. Try to come across the aft portion and then we'll zigzag back. Rudder damaged. Hooray. Everyone's favorite. We did get a couple more 9-inch shells if you saw that real quick. Another primary hit. Man, the amount of critical hits. Saltwater feed, the rudder being repaired, the fire. Looks like it was immediately put out or something. Closing in for that close sweep. I do not want to give her an opportunity to turn towards and torpedo us, which she's immediately trying to do. Gets the opportunity, so we'll duck the other way, swing around, come back at her. We can avoid the destroyer. Now very dangerous. We have taken on some water. And another hit in. Oh, she's very slow now. I think we've got her. Another penetrating hit into our coal bunkers. You can see we've dropped down to 20 knots as our maximum. They're missing. Conning tower hit. She's on fire. Kind of cutting across her stern again. Another primary hit, some more hits. I think it's a matter of time. because we're keeping up with her with a very steep turn. Turn away. Looks like the destroyer was trying to scare us. Successfully, this has gone well. I don't want to ruin it. Less than 20%. Yeah, we're not going to be able to take out the other one. But if we can get just one of them, that is more than successful enough for my liking. Even moving at all. I don't think she is. Can't blink away at the... Oh, the destroyer went down. Slow down, see if we can't get a torpedo launch. Nope, she's done. I'm pretty happy with that result. Have the other one over here. Not too worried about it though. Like, we just do not have the ammunition left. Might be able to do some damage to it, but especially with 3 rounds of ammunition left in the forward battery. Even the secondaries are running pretty low. Yeah, we're going to turn away and head home. I see. Not fully familiar with all those icons up there yet. Nice. Now that I'm looking at this, see the results of all of the aircraft. Light damage to us for the loss of one of their own armored cruisers and a destroyer. Pull up the ship details in case somebody's curious. There's that benefit of getting that gunnery training. 2% difference in hit percentage. Although some of that was when the Lombardia slowed down and she became easier to hit. That is a very good result for the first battle. Enough to get us 1 prestige. Well, I am pretty happy with that. So, we've advanced almost 2 more years. We're now at war with the Italian Empire. We've managed to engage one of their armored cruisers in the Indian Ocean. Probably put ours out of service temporarily. No, actually. No, that's ASW. Where's the readiness? Ah. Yeah, she is still active. None of our battleships are ready. They will be next month. I'm not too concerned. I don't think our battlecruisers will see combat in this war. Pending. And they do not have too much up here, so that shouldn't be too much of a threat. Blockading them in their home region is going to be kind of difficult. I think the best bet might be to apply a lot of pressure and possibly take the port of Eritrea. Current invasion range is 250 nautical miles, though. Which, this is a little too far. 250 nautical miles. Interesting. I think this is a great start. We'll set up the trade production next time. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the series so far. Happy to see what everyone thinks of my crazy strategy to keep the battleship alive. And I will see you next time. Take care.